Yo, how's it going, guys? Littlemanstocks here, and in today's video, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on with Destiny. So, I kind of did a video most recently, and it wasn't recently. It was actually over a month ago. I apologize for the lateness of a recent video. I just kind of been tied up with school and stuff, so been a little bit busy, but I'm gonna try to be more consistent and get maybe 1 or 2 videos up every week or so. That's my goal. Hopefully I'll be able to execute that. But anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to talk about the state of Destiny. So if you don't keep up with it, tomorrow we are going to have kind of a live stream reveal for their new content that will be dropping on March 5th. So tomorrow being Thursday the 28th of February, and they'll be starting a live stream at 10, I believe. And so they're gonna be basically just talking and showing us some of the stuff that will be brought in with the new DLC content for Joker's Wild, which is their next DLC drop. It's the next batch of content, if you will, for their season pass whole thing that they've been starting to do, and I'm looking forward to it. They haven't been really communicating with us about it much, like considering it's almost the week of the release. They've literally given us hardly any info about it, which I don't think is really good. And a lot of the community is kind of like a little bit mad about this, and like, what's going on? Like, are you gonna fill us in here? And so I think that they don't have to give us all the details before the content comes out, but they gotta give something to us other than just like the Thorn reveal and changes to Gambit. They gotta give us more information than that before the week of the release, to get us hyped, to get us excited for the new content and everything. And don't get me wrong, they've been communicating very well with the community lately. Well, over the past year at least. That lately it's been a little bit less so, but they're still definitely keeping up with the community and giving feedback to us and taking our feedback. But even though it's way better compared to what it used to be, and they just really didn't communicate with us, even though now they are, it's still just quite not enough currently, and it's not as good as it used to be. So they kind of need to step it up with the communication a little bit, make it less of a one-sided argument or discussion rather with the community, where we're just giving them feedback and they're kind of like, oh yeah, this is good, thank you for your feedback, and that's all. They need to be like giving us something to chew on or think about as well. So anyways, it's a small thing. I don't think it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal. It's a big deal, but it's not a big deal. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think it's anything to get extremely mad on, that they're like they haven't told us anything yet. Like, it can be frustrating, I guess, but it's not like, oh my gosh, you guys suck. It's like, okay, well, I wouldn't recommend you be so, secretive about it. Like, they're not being secretive, but you get what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit, but anyways, so yeah, they just need to be a little bit more communicative. That's not a word, is it? I don't think it is. They need to be more I can't think of the word. You get what I'm saying, though. They need to talk more in the future, and not just wait till the week of the content drop to tell us what's gonna happen, right? So anyways, moving on to what's gonna happen tomorrow morning when they do the live stream and everything. Supposedly they're just gonna give us some information about the Joker's Wild DLC. That's the name of the DLC that will be the season that will be starting with this DLC, and it will be revolving around the Drifter, he's basically the overseer of Gambit, which is it's an online mode. It's like PvPvE, meaning so you fight CPUs, but there's some interaction on like real people, to where it's like you have what's called invaders, and basically they can go to your part of the map and like kill you, and it basically slows down your progress to summoning what's called a primeval. Basically the whole object is just to summon your primeval first and kill it first, and how you do that is banking motes in your bank. It's not really that complicated. I'm not explaining it well, but you just pick up little white things off the ground and put them in this certain area, in this certain container thing, if you will, and that basically, eventually, if you put enough in, it will summon your primeval, and then you kill it before the enemy team does. But anyways, if you're invading, you can kill the other enemy team, and that will make them drop all their motes, and if they are fighting their primeval already, it will heal their primeval and restore some of its health. So anyways, with that being said, they are making some pretty huge changes to Gambit, based on what they've said. They're pretty drastically changing it. They said they were gonna go for a more fun and less competitive sort of change to the game mode, which I think is good, because one of the struggles right now with Destiny is it's only fun for so long. It kind of gets old after a while, and you start to have less and less fun. So it's good that they're trying to add some more fun stuff and less kind of like just hardcore, super competitive options. I think that right now they need to focus on making it more interesting and engaging for people and players. And not to say that there aren't people that don't like very competitive environments, but a lot of people can't commit to super competitive activities just because they take too long to oftentimes there will be quests and whatnot tied to competitive activities, and they just don't have time to put effort towards those competitive activities and the quests because of that. So anyways, I'm rambling. I'm sorry, this is probably confusing, but anyways, with the live stream tomorrow, they're gonna be showing us some new stuff, I guess, about Gambit, about this new DLC. Hopefully they'll have something other than just Gambit changes and a few new weapons. Hopefully they'll have some maybe like I don't know, something that would get players to play if they don't like Gambit. Like, they will be changing the experience for Gambit drastically, but then again, some people might not want to just commit all their time to Gambit, even if it is fun. There's a lot of, PvP players, like Crucible players, who just want to have a good time in the Crucible, and honestly, right now, the Crucible is kind of fun, but it's got a lot of problems. And so it needs a lot of changes in order to make it more fun. So hopefully they can, do some sandbox changes that will make the experience a lot more enjoyable and just make it more fun to play. But who knows? Hopefully they'll have a lot more than what we are expecting to show tomorrow, and just knock it out of the park with their live stream. And yeah. So anyways, I rambled a lot. I apologize. I hope I made sense to you guys. And again, sorry for the lateness of this upload. I will be trying to be better about that and just, get more consistent. But anyways, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the mediocre gameplay in the background. I have some good gameplay sitting in the back that I'll post soon in the next video. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.